Hello. My weight is 245.4. I've been drinking a lot of water, and so I gained another pound. Since the last time I just told you my, weight today, like an hour ago or something. So, what shall I talk about? This energy framework that seems to be attached to me and has become me. It's my portal to live on Earth with. And you can pretty much move around in it wherever you want without getting like slapped all the time, which I don't think normal people usually feel pain so drastically because they don't seek to improve themselves or something, and so their demons aren't revealed. But for me, I've experienced a lot of pain throughout my life, and I was blessed finally to not feel that legally, logically. I don't have to feel the pain because, like, of stuff, you know? So, the Taj Mahal. I really want to meditate on, India. Somewhere in a temple where they honor Krishna and, those gods, because they really talk to me like I speak their language, their rhythm I can understand. It's like, it's scary. So because Jonathan was an Indian, I don't even know if he was American Indian or Indian. But since that I have an affinity with India's religion, is that a Hare Krishna religion or something? Hare Krishna, Bhagavad Gita. So I don't know the name of it. But one time I went to the Hare Krishna temple here in Boise, like 12 years ago or something, when I was like 100 pounds. I got an invitation at the Warp Tour. One of those Hare Krishna guys in his little robe was like selling, it was selling books, Bhagavad Gita books. And so, like, I wasn't really thinking, but, so I bought 2 for $5. He was, like, giving them away. I should have, like, paid him more. Sometimes I think so, but I don't know. It happened. Whatever happened, you know? They're so passionate about, like, getting their stuff out, their information, and it's just amazing, because I see them, and they're, like, so dedicated and spiritual. They're a lot more advanced than, US, you know? The energy in that land is just, like, penetrated throughout time. Over and over and over and over again, the same things repeated. It's, like, a logical place to go, because it's grounded in reality of a spirituality, and it's potent. But you have to speak the language, I guess, to understand what's going on. Or you have to be in tune with it to believe that. Their gods are so little pretty. They're blue. And that's just fun, you know? There's always a garden around of different color of flowers. And, yes, Vedic cultures or something. I have a little image of Saraswati, the goddess of wisdom, in my candle holder. I got her at the India market, because they have really good veggie food. Their veggie patties, like their Boca burgers, are like a lot cheaper than normal restaurants, normal Albertsons, you know, Fred Meyer or something. So I went there to get some one time, but they only had the pizza flavor Boca burgers or something, garden burgers, and I've never even seen pizza flavored. So I got some pizza flavor, and they're pretty good. I used to love that stuff. All I need to do is get down to 100 pounds, and then I'll feel comfortable being a vegan again, because I'll be trained in my body's sympathy and rhythms, and know what it needs and when it needs, and I'll love doing what helps me, because that weeds away so many excess things that I don't need doing the right thing does. This is good, because you don't harm animals when you eat vegetables, and harming animals is bad karma, because it creates pain. To create in reality and just go forward and forward forever, you have to like take the way that has no pain or something. Could be impossible, but it could not be too. So the god that I like is the destroyer god in the religion. Shiva reminds me of a sheathed sword. Shakti is my favorite of his consort. I believe Kali was one of his too. Her power reminds me of a mother. So, and Shakti reminds me like more innocent little girl kind of stuff. So, yeah, so the destroyer god Shiva, I read that his meditations are like stream of consciousness almost. It's like expanding upon the idea instead of like focusing on good or something. Finding the rhythm and chaos that is you. And that's exactly what I do. It's like I read about him, it's like this is exactly what I do and who I am or something. So it's like I found a path and I didn't even know what I was finding, I just honed into the energy, I guess. Or I honed into my purposeful self, and it was like that. Jonathan, my guide. I wonder if the name John has a karma. The name Heather has a karma. I know it does. It's a common name. It's an entity in itself. It's a vibration. The Jewish numeric system gives values to letters. So, that would be blessing John's with the same vibrations, according to Judaic methods. And that's kind of cool, I think. I wonder the common qualities in John's. The toilet is a John, and it's kind of holy. It's so holy and needed. At least the concept of going to the bathroom is. But I guess it's a blessed name because, St. John of the Cross is a pretty big guy. And karma goes on forever and ever in the future, too. You're affected by what the future does. And the flowers do not toil. Do you remember when Jesus said, like, look at the flowers, they don't toil or something? And I'm named after a flower, and I think that's fun. So there's Heather and John, the flower and the toilet. I don't really get it, but you might. So you should treat flowers with respect or something. 'Cause they're pretty and they dance. They're like a gift from God or something. They're almost like a hallucination. They're colors. That's avant-garde art, hallucinatory art. That's the kind of art I do because I use a lot of images and a lot of colors. I use a lot of images that are common thought, common in my mind, which spreads and spans across many minds, all minds. It's the common values that I've gathered, and I put them in my art. A lot of the processes I demonstrate have to do with the Illuminati, because I think that's a good authority to go to when wondering how sex influences the government and influences how people treat people. I went through this one thing in my head, and it was a little movie I was thinking of, and there's like hooded figures, and it was about death. They're okay. So there's a TV stand, and there's a black hooded figure on the right, black hooded figure on the left, and there's like a body or something laying on the TV stand, and I think the figures were like holding something, like a staff or something. That's just the image that I remember. I remember images that I like. I don't remember the story of it though, but it's in my mind for an idea. I want to draw out these processes so that people won't fear the Illuminati and they won't blaspheme its idea, because when they do that, then it could turn down, could turn bad. So if you highlight the goodness in it, then it can be attracted to those energies. And there's some really good alchemical ideas in that, ideas for what creation is and what destruction is and what pain and suffering, their value in the goldenness of insanity and eternity. I have never really heard myself talk a lot. I really could go on and on. I like to hear and analyze who I am and what I'm talking about and what I'm thinking about. It's kind of like a confession. The things that I don't like will disappear and go to their other homes. Because God really wants me to confess to Him right now that I'm smart or something. So I don't kill myself because I think I'm fat and should be fat, because it's more holier than being a sexy skinny person. So I guess I babble a lot, and whenever I talk to my guides in babble, they're always like, shut up. So I guess they've only seen the babble as a crazy aspect, but truly it's the only aspect about me that will change the configuration of this world for when the craziness becomes sanity in my own faith and head. The energies will follow that and transform themselves around me so that I may not be crazy in my own head but create reality how I want to. And I respect the guides that do tell me to be quiet and shut up when I get crazy, because I can sense their energy and they're true. They're on a current, on a common current, and it's valued to me. They protect me because I guess I'm not ready to tell the world who I am and what I've known. They're blind to the reality of the value of the rebellion, and that is also a good value, because then their unconscious minds won't give them away. When they are ready to learn who I am and who they are and what's going on in the world and open their minds, they will. They have a lot of faith. In the mental hospital, one guy who was there is in that current, and I had a dream of him as a Buddha, shaved head, in a cell, suffering for what I brought to him. So, I'll talk to you later. Bye.